Randall Pink here live with Cincy Localandlive down here at Localandlive Studios. We got Aaron Staccato here.
What up, dude?
My co-host.
Cincinnati time here, man. You came to turn up today, man.
Yeah, we've been dying to get you in here. You want to tell us a little bit about yourself, what you got going on? And I know you've been working on a few projects.
Yeah. Aaron Staccato. You might hear me out there in the streets, in the world, on the airwaves saying Staccato. You might hear that right there. Born and raised from Cincinnati, Ohio. Songwriter, rapper. Been doing a lot of songs, mixtapes, a lot of shows, a lot of grinding for a long time. So it's a pleasure to be here, man. Thank y'all for having me.
Yeah, I went back. I got to dig, and let me see what's really going on back here. I pushed all the way back to 03. I said,
03?
Yeah, hey,
yeah,
let's moving some heat in there, like.
Yeah, we've been grinding for a while, man. So yeah, mixtapes right now. I got something out called the Kure, Staccato Nation Part 4. I've been putting out those mixtapes since 2015, and Part 4 that's produced by Kappacorn. He produced a lot of songs, a lot of singles, so he got a nice sound. He's from Cincinnati too, young producer out of Cincinnati. So shout out to Kappacorn. But yeah, we just grinding, man. We got this new song called Spain that's going crazy.
We heard about that.
Yeah, the streets is loving it. Cincinnati is definitely getting behind it. Ohio is getting behind it. People in other cities starting to pick up on it. They love it. So we just grinding it out, pushing it. You know what I'm saying? That's the one right now.
Yeah, I see. I heard Dub on there talking crazy.
Oh yeah.
Listen, I said I was down in there digging and see. I heard Erica P on there too.
Oh yeah, Erica P.
Yeah,
that's little sis.
Tapped in with Erica P. Shout out Erica P.
Shout out to Erica P. Man, she's a businesswoman. You know what I'm saying? She got the Lock Glimmer Event Center right now, but she came out of retirement for 3 minutes to jump on that Spain, you know what I'm saying?
That was
so
nice too.
Yeah, cater to the ladies as well. So yeah, but me and Dub Santor been holding that Spain down. We've been rocking shows all over Ohio. We've been to Dayton, Cleveland, Columbus, Canton, Ohio, Indianapolis, Chicago. So we've been working the region through the pandemic. So now that things is opening up, you know what I'm saying? We ready to turn all the way up for real, put the foot on the gas.
I was gonna ask you, so has the pandemic, hindered you from getting your music out? But it seems like you've been actually getting out of the city, and I think that's what it's gonna take to get your stuff out there further.
Yeah. So at first, like when the pandemic first hit, I was pushing a song called My Turn. That's produced by Kappacorn too. I was pushing that at the top of 2020. And it was doing good. It was gaining some traction in the club. It's on the album as well, on the Cure album. I was pushing that at first, and when the pandemic hit, it just was like everything shut down, clubs shut down, and we was mostly doing like online stuff. Like a lot of DJs was doing like music reviews and live podcasts, like this right here. So that was kind of like what everybody was doing, and we was still reaching out to the masses. It actually kind of helped us in a way for real, because it gave me more time to sit down and focus and reach out to people, around the city, around the country, around the world, to get this music out there. So the pandemic may have shifted things, but it kind of was a blessing for real, because then Spain was like one of those records. Dub came to the studio one day, man. We was just going through records, man. He was jumping on records. We always been working, me and him. We work, we blood cousins, you know what I'm saying? So like our dads is blood brothers. So this is like a family thing. So we always been doing music, and so one thing about Dub, like he stay consistent. Like out of everybody that I've been doing music with in the family, like he always came through. Every year we was doing something, you know what I'm saying? And we got plenty of records, but this Spain record was just one that stood out. And so yeah, we came to the studio, man. We started pushing it, start grinding. The next thing you know, it just kind of caught everybody by storm, even us. Like, damn, okay, motherfuckers like that. Like,
what was the motivation behind it, though?
Man, great question. So, like I say, I was just I was dropping singles every month. You know what I'm saying? So I did the My Turn record. I dropped the Again record. I did the Never Let You Go record with Ariel Underwood. I was just dropping mass records, and it was just one of them. The production for real, like the beat, just kind of brought it out of me, like, you know what I mean? Because like with me, I like to listen to what the producer is making and what their mindset is when they dropping the record. So the name of the beat was called Spain, you know what I'm saying? So when I saw it, because he make titles for all his beats, so I just was like, okay, I'm just gonna hop on a plane. Like I was just start going, and it just came together. It was one of those natural, organic type vibes. Like it wasn't premeditated or nothing. It just was one of those things where you be writing and it just came out, man. It just took off. Dub jumped on it, and it just took off, you know what I mean? So that's how that came about, man. Shout out to Kappacorn too for producing that track.
Yeah, shout out to Kappacorn.
Now you said you was working with the fourth, is it? Kure.
Yeah. Staccato Nation Part 4. That's the mixtape. I did 1, 2, and 3. So I was doing them. I've been dropping them like every 2 years. So Staccato Nation Part 1, I dropped that I believe in 2013. Then Part 2, it was Aftershock versus Staccato, because a lot of people know me as Aftershock too. You know what I mean? That was my original rap name, you know what I mean? But in 2008, I converted to Aaron Staccato because that was a more like polished version of me, you know what I'm saying? A more grown man version of me. Aftershock was the, you know what I'm saying? The turned up, crazy, wild, young, youthful guy. And then Aaron Staccato was the more laid back, conscious, still turned up, but just more polished. So that's why I came out with Aftershock versus Staccato, because I was kind of going through an identity crisis, trying to find myself and find my lane, you know what I'm saying? So that's how that Part 2 came out. Then Part 3 was The Plague. So when I went to UC, everybody, when people was out sick, you know what I'm saying, like with the H1N1, remember when that was flowing around, we'd be like, oh, what's McCullough? They'd be like, oh, they got The Plague, they out of class. So I just was like, damn, I want to make a mixtape out of this shit, like The Plague, like I want to infect the streets with something. So I came out with The Plague, I think at the end of 2018, I believe, and that ran out through 2019. So I'm like, if I'm gonna give them The Plague, I got to give them The Cure. And that was before coronavirus and all that. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I was like, I'm going to give them The Cure since I gave them The Plague. So that's how The Cure came about. And Kappacorn produced every track on there. We got Dubs featured on the album. I got Ariel Underwood on there. Who else I got on there? Erica P. I think that's pretty much it on that album for real. But yeah, that's how that came about. The Cure. You can get that on all platforms right now. Apple Music, Spotify, everywhere. The Cure. Aaron Staccato.
Absolutely. What would you say was your favorite joint
off The Cure? Man, probably Spain, man, to be honest with you, because I mean, I enjoy, like when I make records, I'm always looking to make it a hot record, you know what I mean? I ain't never just like, oh, there's just gonna be a record for the album. Like, I'm always looking to make that next hit single, you know what I'm saying? But Spain was one that just like, the vibrations, the energy, the levels, like Spain, like it just was, I don't know what made me do that, like it just kind of came out for real, able to get Dub Santora on there, like, his bars is crazy. His work ethic is crazy. Like, and he got a lot of street cred in the streets. You know what I'm saying? And he been grinding for a while. So that's my blood cousin, man. And anytime I've got something hot, you already know Dub in the studio. We live in there. So, you know, that's how that came about. But yeah, Spain. That's probably my favorite one out of all of them.
And I think it kind of came in the perfect timing too with the pandemic, where everybody wants to go out and travel and stuff like that. So it was kind of just, I don't know, pure irony of just,
for sure.
And then the fact that you had all those other albums right before COVID and stuff like that. So that's crazy.
Yeah, we all need a vacation, man.
Yeah.
We all need a vacation, man, for sure. Like my whole vision for Spain, that's why we kind of been waiting on the video for real, because the whole vision was for us to just be walking through the streets of Spain rapping and shit. You know what I'm saying? But with the pandemic and the travel restrictions, we was like, damn, you know what I'm saying? We gonna wait a little bit, see what's gonna go on. Like, we want to make it right. We don't want to just shoot a video. You know what I'm saying? Your average video. We wanted to really like speak volumes, because, you know, people been saying like, yo, this is $1 million record, man. You know what I'm saying? You know, so we want to make the video match the vibe of the record too. So look out for that video, man. It's dropping this year for sure.
Yo, yeah, definitely tap in with him. Look out for that Spain. I think that's the video that we're gonna shoot today for the live performance.
Live performance, yep.
We're looking forward to that.
Turn up. Yeah.
Just how you infuse the music with the ladies too. Like,
oh yeah.
You know what I mean?
Oh yeah. For sure.
That's how I say having fun, because I know, you know what I mean, being up there like, be baby, you hear me?
Yeah.
It's easy, gotta give it to them too, man. I love how you diverse and you ever to mix that up like that.
Yeah, the ladies, man. Shout out to Erica P. Shout out to Ariel Underwood. Erica P. Y'all might have seen her with the group Black. She was on tour, was with them for a while. Also, shout out to Ariel Underwood. She's an artist out of Cincinnati. She's been doing a lot of shows, a lot of plays, writing plays and stuff like that. She got a beautiful voice. So shout out to them, and we definitely want to mix it up with the R&B and be versatile with it, you know what I'm saying? Because, you know, that's the our demographic, you know what I'm saying? We want to reach people. We want to reach everybody, you know what I'm saying? Our demographic mostly is like 18 through 45, you know what I'm saying? But the music that we make can pretty much touch everybody for real.
That's another thing that I've noticed about your music in particular is like not only the females, but the demographic itself, you know, from that age range. And a lot of the artists out there their fans are just this kind of generation or that generation. You literally have a bunch of different types of styles that you kind of incorporate with your music.
Thanks. Yes, sir. So yeah, man, we going hard. That's why I think Spain is so different, because it's international. You know what I mean? It's got the trap rap feel to it. It got the melodic, you know what I mean? Spain, you know what I'm saying? It got that to it, the little international sound. And then adding Erica P on there to give it some more spice for the women. It's just catering to so many different crowds of people. Like anybody can listen to it. Because if we all, like you say, we all want a vacation for real. We need
Why Erica P?
Huh? Why Erica P? I mean, she actually called me to get on that. You know what I mean? Yeah, and that was very rare because, you know what I'm saying? Like I say, she was retired. We've been trying to get her to come back and do music for the longest, but she's been focusing on like other business ventures and stuff like that. And but that song right there is one of those songs that kind of like empower people and make people want to get up and get back to it. You know what I'm saying? So when I was creating it, I wasn't thinking of that, but I was just in a upward elevation mode myself, like, and the response from it was just unprecedented. I wasn't expecting it like that for real. Like, so,
I mean, it is kind of like that club song. I mean, you hear it whether or not we're dealing with the pandemic and now we're finally in the clubs, and then that song comes on. It's just like, wait, let's leave the club and go to Spain. Let's do this right now. You know what I mean?
For sure. Yeah, the clubs definitely be playing it too. Like, shout out to all the DJs, man, in Cincinnati, Texas, Louisiana, Atlanta. All the DJs across the world, man, have been playing the music. That's Spain, man. I appreciate y'all. And I appreciate y'all for having a song here too, man. It means a lot for real.
Yeah, no problem at all. I mean, that's what we're all about. We're all about collaborations. Shout out Donuts and Alcohol too. They're doing that same thing, you know.
Okay.
You know.
Yeah, we gotta tap in with them, man.
Yeah, for sure.
For sure.
Yeah. So.
And before I leave, I want to just also share with y'all some other brands that we promoting. I got 2 songs on the album one called Potion and one called Look Who I Ran Into. So shout out to my boy RJ and AD with Potion. It's a local, you know what I'm saying, liquor brand out of Cincinnati, Spike Pink Lemonade, and they curbing systematic poverty through the liquor. So each flavor represents like a cause in the neighborhood. So the pink represents like, this pink lemonade represents breast cancer awareness. The red represents HIV/AIDS awareness, and the tropical represents suicide awareness. And then the black tray represents racial equality. So all of those flavors, every time somebody purchases a bottle or buy a drink in the club, they're giving back to those causes. And it's all to like partner with nonprofits to raise awareness for these things that are like facing our neighborhoods. You know what I mean? In Cincinnati, and the 9 represents 513. Potion number 9. So 5 + 1 + 3 = 9. So shout out to my boy RJ and AD over at Potion, man. They opened up some doors for me, let me do the song for the brand that's on the album as well. So, and then look who I ran into. Shout out to my man Ron C. This hat right here I got on, these pants I got on right here, that's look who I ran into. So we did a video for that too. That's a brand that's connecting people. Like if I see y'all at the airport or run to y'all at a restaurant or something, oh shit, look who I ran into. Like we do the hashtag, boom, and keep going. So those 2 brands, and nowadays artists got to find ways to brand themselves besides music, because if you got a hot song and then somebody go to your page, it's like, all right, now what? You want to be able to capitalize on that moment by raising some awareness, opening up some opportunities, and making some money and making a living off of it. Because at the end of the day, like we don't all want to be in poverty, or we all don't want to stay at the same level for our whole life. So we making opportunities for ourselves and others too.
Right on. We're gonna tap in with them for sure. I love that cause. That's such a good cause.
Thanks, man.
Yeah, no problem. Yeah, let's get in that studio and tune in next week with another artist, and we'll go from there. Tap in.
Push the goddamn button real.
Always fumble at the end.
Staccato.
It's your boy Aaron Staccato. Shout out to my boy TY. You know what I'm saying? Ran, Cincy Localandlive. We just got done doing a podcast interview and a live performance in Spain. Thank y'all for having us, man. It's a pleasure. Very thankful, very appreciative, very grateful for this opportunity and y'all beautiful studio, man. Thank y'all, man. Shout out to the whole Cincinnati, Ohio, Cincy Localandlive. Make sure y'all follow and subscribe to their podcast. It's going down. Let's go.